Hello and welcome, my friends. Welcome to Pisces. I know many of us were struggling with the very frontal cortex thinking, rigid Aquarian energy. Well, we are now getting into that more emotional, flexible, mutable Pisces. Before we get going, I want to wish everybody who has a birthday and a sun sign of Pisces a happy birthday. And for anybody who has Pisces in their astrological birth chart, here we go. We're working with your energies. If you're not too sure what I'm talking about, know that you are more than just the sun sign of your birth chart or your birth zodiac. So when we look up our astrology and we go, oh, I am a Pisces, no, you're a lot more than that. That's just your sun sign. We also have a moon sign and an ascendant or rising sign. You can easily find this out if you're not too sure what yours are. You can go and Google free astrological birth charts. And what you'll need, of course, is your birthday, the time of your birth, and place of birth. That will help pinpoint what was where in the sky when you were born. Then it can help you. It helps you to connect in, because if you know that this is an energy that you easily work with, if there are warnings, you want to take them to heart. Even if you don't have that zodiac in your birth chart, you may have other aspects that are very connected into the Pisces energy. Different planets, different pieces in the sky. So let's get into the reading here. Now for the decks I have, this is the Shadowscape Tarot. It's beautiful. And then I also have the Beyond Lemuria Oracle. Both kind of have that watery feel. And like I said, Pisces is that mutable, so kind of more, moldable, flexible water sign. All right, let's see. What does Pisces want to share with my friends? Oh, come on, guys. Seriously? Well, it's a good card. I'm not going to put it in the upside down position because it did fall. I'm going to see how the reading is, and this is part of the intuitive part, how I feel about it as I'm reading it. So the card, of course, is the Four of Pentacles. We're just going to leave it in the upright position. That 4 brings in the stability. Now, because we are looking at a water sign, we are looking at intuition and emotion as very, bigger elements to this energy. People who work in the Pisces or who have Pisces or elements of this energy, that very emotional energy is there. So all my Pisces people are like, Kleenex are usually needed. So that's okay. That stability, that groundedness will support you into being able to overcome some of this. And no, emotion is not a bad thing. Crying is not a bad thing. It lets that emotion out. That's why Pisces is like, I'm not going to hold it. It goes out and I'm good. We need that. And stability and groundedness will help us with it. That is not surprising to see. The High Priestess doesn't really have like a high feminine characteristic, and usually she does. That's fine. With the High Priestess, second card in the Major Arcana, we're looking at that wisdom. She holds the Scroll of Torah, which is the universal knowledge. She also is a very balanced card, usually having pillars beside her, one white, one black. And she also has that curtain. And that funky pattern that's on that curtain, pomegranates. Okay? I know, right? It's a weird way of drawing a pomegranate, but I'm not entirely sure Pamela Coleman Smith had good reference for it. But whatever, they're pomegranates. She's also very much connected into the lunar energies. So be aware of the supports that the different phases of the moon are going to give you over the next few weeks. So for, well, the end of February here, we've got that new moon coming in a couple of days. Then we've got the quarter moons and the full moon coming in at the beginning of March. Use those energies to your advantage, my friends. There's a lot of knowledge and a lot of work you can do during those phases. It's upside down. Justice. 11th card in the major arcana. Right and wrong, black and white, sword of justice. And it's interesting to see how she is hanging up and she's kind of almost hanging down. Both are very much a balance card because they both have pillars. And, well, justice is usually holding like the scale. And they are kind of competing against each other. Pisces needs you to start to turn this. Too often have we been turning a blind eye to stuff, letting things slide. Pisces is like, you know what, that's part of our emotional problem. We want the stability and the understanding. We need that knowledge. But we're not being truthful to self, to others. We're letting things slide on the outside, slide on the inside, and we're feeling really unstable, unbalanced, not helpful. The Knight of Pentacles. Outturned card. That's what he looks like upright. Very cool, right? So that stability and groundedness is very wobbly at best, especially as we have been avoiding. We've been avoiding the work. We've been avoiding calling people, and including self, on stuff and just letting it go. I can't see it. It's not a big deal. I can't hear it. Not a big deal. We need to start to be more accountable for self. We need to make sure that we are doing the work for us. No one else is going to do it for us. It's important that we start to turn these two cards for our advantage. It's not going to be easy. We've been resisting and avoiding because resisting and avoiding causes less hurt. We don't like hurt. We avoid it, well, like the plague. But the knowledge is starting to catch up to us. We know that we need to do this. We need to balance things out better for us, which means doing the work. Yeah, I know. What further support and advice, wisdom and guidance does Pisces have for my friends? Sometimes the zodiac do like to call us on our stuff. Pisces is doing it, just so you know, in a gentle way, because this is Pisces. It's not in your face energy. It's kind of flowy, emotional. But warning you that without change, that emotion is going to become really overwhelming. We're not going to get the movement we want. We're going to slowly make mud and cause even more stagnation, more problem. The Fool. Such a fun card. This is a gorgeous deck. I don't put it on stream, like I don't use it a lot because it is, the camera sometimes really struggles to pick up the watercolors. It's a gorgeous deck though. Fool, 0 card in the major arcana. We are missing the point. We are missing the fun, the joy, the harmony, the connection. We've been avoiding, we've been resisting. It's a lot of work and we're feeling burnt out. If we don't do the work, the universe will start to take, notice, and it's going to start to hurt because it becomes very crashy, boomy. The Lovers. 6th card in the major arcana. And Pisces has something to say, And it's big, guys. So far, we've got 6 cards on the table, and 4 of them are major arcana. Big life stuff. So yes, partners are going to be important. It is not the end-all be-all. This relationship that we're looking at is really the relationship with self. The communication, the connection. And again, the balance, guys. We have in this card a masculine, feminine character. We have pillars. The original card had 2 trees. Important. This 2 is a rite of passage card. Rite of passage card. Rite of passage card. Do you think it's important? I'm thinking so. Oh, and communication. This usually has Archangel Raphael in the top piece, and that communication is really important. Communication with self, communication with others. 5 of Swords reversed. And again, this is about that avoidance. We don't like the conflict. We don't like the fight. It's exhausting. And that's what's making us let things go, let things slide. And I get it. Because again, we don't like it. It's not something we're like, yay, this is good. I'm enjoying this. Let's keep fighting. No, it makes us feel bad. We want the carefree joy, the happiness, the love, not the fight. So we avoid, and that avoidance is causing problems. Problems for us, problems from them. 3 of Wands. It's a movement card. Talks about that need to, move. Right? Decisions made in the 2 of Wands now need to get moving, get us going. So in the 3 of Wands, that's what it's talking about. We are starting to connect dots and start to move ourselves forward. And that's what Pisces wants us to do, is move ourselves forward. As you can see, this is usually the kind of energy of the Fool, where they're kind of walking off the cliff. Same energy. This is what we want, but this is what we have. We need to start addressing some of that foundational piece. Yes, we don't like conflict. Is it good? Not really. However, sometimes we have to be held accountable. Sometimes we have to hold people accountable. And without that accountability, there will be no change. And I should mention, we do have multiple 4s here. We started off on the 4 of Pentacles. We've got 4 across, 4 across. Multiple 4s, the angels are telling you that the angels are telling you that you need to work on that foundation, that structure. Build off that structure. Any other ones that I see? No, we've got the Lovers, the Fool. Like I said though, we do have, yes, 4 major arcana, building off the 4 and 4 minor arcana. But that when you have that many major arcana, and literally out of 78 cards, only 22 of them are major, we're looking at Pisces really, hitting home on this. They're doing a home run. All right, what further support? Oh, come on. Seriously? Okay. Important card. And those who can read upside down, the root chakra. Like I said, when I pulled the 4, that stability is important. So when you're working with your root chakra, as you can tell from that card, any red crystal will help you really connect into your root chakra. Also, any black crystal will work. I do have on my channel here some teachings and healings for the root chakra. Here. It's not meant to be upside down. It's just, it fell on the floor and I put it on the desk. So, back in 2022, I started to go through the chakra system to do some teaching and some helping you work with your chakra system. So you can go back and strengthen that, especially if you're feeling really, really kind of wobbly and unstable. Now, if you're new to my channel, welcome. Not only do I give you guys the guidance, but I have lots of tools on my channel as well. Like I said, teachings, I've got healings, I've got meditations. All of them are there to support you in working through some of these challenges. Life was never meant to be all sunshine and rainbows. We're here to experience, to learn. Both the easy and rainbows and sunshine, some of these more challenging pieces. So lots of tools on my channel to help you with that. Lumen incense talks a lot about that connection, so that heartbeat, the heartbeat of the universal energy, the Lemurian energy, coming from the darkness to the light. Are we doing a lot of darkness here? No, the darkness is us becoming almost ambivalent, putting those blinders on. If I don't see it, it's not a problem. If I don't identify it, it's not a problem. Know that it is. You're letting people slide. Your standards of self is sliding. And what you're wanting to do, how you're connecting in, is being negatively impacted. What you're learning is being negatively impacted because we're missing many points, many important points. So what Pisces wants you to do is start to be more aware, more accountable. No, we don't want to add in added fights. That's never a good thing. But we can hold people accountable without being in your face, over the top. This is about connection and understanding. I want to thank you guys for joining me today. I hope that you have a better understanding into what Pisces is going to want you to work on and better how you can work on it. If you did like this session, please give it a thumbs up, as it helps people find me on the sea of YouTube. More importantly for you guys, don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell. I do have a lot more coming forward. And yes, I know I'm not as live as I wanted to be for 2023. However, my journey is leading me with my daughter into some therapies that she needs. So I will be back live as soon as we're done and we can get back to that stable, supportive energy. And if you're looking for an added layer of support, I do have my Ko-fi and Patreon pages still running. I am still posting to them. I am connecting in with them as much as I possibly can. I have provided links below so you can go check it out. Again, I want to thank you so much for joining me and exploring this amazing Pisces energy. Until tomorrow, my friends.